Welcome to Vibin with Ashley Live. I'm your host, Ashley Live. This is episode 78, and tonight is going to be an incredible show. We have the legendary singer-songwriter JChosen. He's from season 12 of NBC's hit show The Voice. Four-chair turn. If you've heard this man sing, it is just a life-changing experience. So the powerhouse singer is known for his passionate and soulful vocal capability, and he's currently working on his first studio album. So we're going to hang tight, wait for JChosen to come in the room. Thank you guys for joining us. Where are you guys tuning in from today? And I actually start each show off with a song lyric, and tonight I'm going to use Perfect by Ed Sheeran. The song is so beautiful, and JChosen actually covered the song. So I'm just going to share those song lyrics while we're waiting for him to pop in the room. Darling, just hold my hand. Be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms. Barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. And that's Ed Sheeran's Perfect, which JChosen has covered. So he is in the room. Whenever you're ready, Jay, feel free to come on in. Okay, there he is. JChosen.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How's your evening going?
What's going well? Can't complain. What about yourself?
Everything is wonderful. I'm so happy to have you on the show. Thank you for
Thank
agreeing
you.
on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. So before you hopped in the room, I share a song lyric with my audience. And the song lyric that I shared was from Ed Sheeran's Perfect, a song that you actually had covered. So do you
Yeah.
want to give a little insight as to why you covered this song and what this song means to you?
It's kind of, it kind of speaks for itself, like
Yeah.
when you're in a relationship or just any type of relationship, you try not you're not the only person that try to be perfect, sometimes both parties try so hard to be perfect and to know that you're not perfect, but to the other person that you either in love with or that loves you, you want to see that person in their great energy, their great spirit to say they're perfect. So it was just one of those songs that I just felt like it would reach people in a different sense, like it reached me. I thought that was like a very so nice. It was a soul touching type song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
definitely.
awesome. So let's start from the very beginning. I know you used to sing Georgia on My Mind at family gatherings. Who inspired you to get into music, and how old were you?
Oh my goodness. Well, music started um very early for me. It started I want to say when I'm just gonna say two. Like I'm just gonna say two because my background is church. So going to church on Sundays, revivals and all that, and singing in the choir, you kind of you get pulled into that when your mother, your grandmother are all pastors and your uncles so it started definitely early for me. And what inspired me was pretty much my family. A lot of my family sings, write, produce. Oh my goodness. And it just goes around the board, and seeing that and actually grew up in that, and to have a voice to sing, that was a blessing in itself.
Hmm. Yeah, I love that you grew up around music. You're very fortunate. Some of us did not have musical parents or musical upbringing. So for
Right.
everyone to kind of just bring music into your life, that's awesome.
Definitely. Definitely. Definitely.
I
And
love that.
and it's a beautiful thing to grow up into something like that as well too, because
Mhm.
you get the different genres of music, and the different styles.
Definitely. How would you describe the music that you create?
I would definitely say it's soulful. I feel like with the music that I create, it's one of those feelings that when you leave the room, it's either whatever song that I bring, I want you to either feel the love, feel the hate, feel the pain,
Yeah.
feel the sorrow, and that's what I try to capture in music. I want people to feel those different emotions and to know that it's okay to have those emotions, you know.
Yeah. Very emotional, very passionate.
Yeah, definitely.
When somebody hears you sing, or when people hear you sing, it's
Uh,
like you feel it in your soul. If you have not heard this man sing, it is not like going to church.
well, and it's so funny because a lot of people always say, you know, well, hey man, I could hear the soulfulness in your voice, and and I tell people, you know, it comes from a different place, you know, and it comes from a real place as well.
Yeah. And that honesty and that passion.
Yeah.
And some as fans of music, it's so important
Hmm.
that the musician that you're listening to is full, like 100% involved with the song, like
Right.
committed, passionate.
Right.
That's something that you always bring to the table, which is so amazing.
I try to.
What's your creative process like?
I put myself in every situation.
Hmm.
Like if I'm talking about hate, I put myself in a situation of what would trigger me to either think that I hate someone,
Yeah.
you know, and just and at the same time use real life situations that either I've been through or going through, or you know, whatever the case may be. And then also when I listen to music, I listen to the feeling that it gives me too.
Right.
So if it feels if it gives me that, oh man, like I want to go out tonight feel, I kind of just roll with it. And all of my music really it starts from a crazy freestyle, just like stuff that I try to create. I try to create the melody first because I feel like with music, you don't have to understand what I'm saying, but if you like the melody, you'll
Yeah.
groove to the melody. And then I say if I can get that type of melody, and even with me not saying anything,
Yeah.
and you can enjoy the melody. Oh, I like that. I like that. That sounds good. That feels good. I
Yeah.
tell people, I said that's the art of it. I said, you know, you could write lyrics all day, but if you don't know how to put them in those songs format, it's nothing. You know, you're not going to create anything passionate, you know, that comes on that track. So I just tell people, I said, when you feel the music, people feel you.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so much of, and it's like, oh, I love that beat. Or it was just
Yeah,
so soulful, and it was like such a beautiful ballad. And it's like, yeah,
yeah,
that speaks to me. And then I listen to
yeah,
the lyrics. So you're
yeah.
totally
And
that.
that's exactly how it happens.
Exactly. So do you write lyrics down? Do you record them in a voice memo? Like, what is your process with that?
Well, most times I pretty much just record. Like I get in the studio, and if I and I just play the track and listening to the track and kind of keep going and keep going, and I just play the track over and over, and whatever I feel, I just kind of run with it. And you know, I don't care what it is, like whatever I feel, I run with it because I feel like when it comes down to making myself different, that's what that's the difference between me and any other artist.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's very cool.
Yeah.
So I know your mom played Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, all the greats while you were growing up. What about these musicians inspire you?
They never gave up.
Yeah.
You know, and especially the time that they came out in, they never gave up, even through like the segregated times. You know, it like you talking about the '60s, the '70s, where you know African Americans wasn't allowed to do certain things, and
Right.
but you know, and so for them to overcome just that, and then like disabilities, that was the passion that you when you see stuff like that, it's like wow, like here I got all my limbs. Here I got everything that I need to walk this line of life and to give people this talent that I have. And you have someone over here that maybe can't even walk,
Yeah.
maybe can't even see, maybe can't, you know, and they still went after their dream and their goal. And I was like, that ain't passion. I don't know what passion is. And
Yeah.
so, and to grow up and have that and to see that that was a truly, truly amazing, you know, inspiration.
Hmm.
That stuck out the most to me.
Yeah, amazing, legendary, passionate musicians that
Yeah,
had that speaks today like it's timeless, classic,
right.
powerful.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
In 2017, you were featured on season 12 of NBC's hit show The Voice, and you
Uh-huh.
used sexual healing for your blind audition. What
Yeah.
about that song spoke to you?
Um, the song in itself, it gave that smoothness that we missed, that we miss in music today, and it gave that sexual that sexy part of what music can be, and
Yeah,
and I really love the way that Marvin Gaye delivered it, and when we came up with the whole idea of singing that song and performing that song, it was different for one for me, and then for two, it was big shoes to fill,
of course.
and so. And every time it's crazy because every time people hear that I did sexual healing, they're like, "Oh, you did Marvin Gaye? Oh, you better sing this song. I know you know how to sing." Oh, and it's like it's the pressure that came from this song like is crazy. But at
Definitely.
the same time, I love it too because it brings out another side too of the artistry. So
Of course. And it was so funny watching Alicia Keys watch you
yeah,
because for those of you guys who haven't seen his auditions, I know some people haven't, some people haven't. She was just like in awe. Like she was speechless, like her jaw was on the floor. She was like hiding behind
yeah,
a chair and it was you literally, I mean, you killed it. It was a four-chair turn for you, which is a
yeah.
huge accomplishment because, for four major superstars to be like,
Hmm.
I want you on my team. That's a huge
Yeah,
honor.
yeah.
Amazing.
That was pretty amazing. That was one of those moments that no one could take away from you, and I always have that here, and definitely I always have it on social media. So that's pretty cool to
Yeah,
see people even go back and look at it and still comment on it and be like, oh man, like you did wonderful, and I love what you're doing now, and so that's another inspiration too.
definitely. So you had four amazing judges that wanted you on their team, but you ended up
Hmm.
going to Gwen. What was it about Gwen that made you say, hey, I think that I should go to your team?
Um, she was the versatility that she gave, and even with her music, if you look at her career, she did everything
Yeah,
from pop, rock, R&B. It doesn't matter. She did it. She did it all, and so she knew how to play the game. And so I just kind of fed off of that because I said, well, in this game, I want to be diverse.
of course.
I want people to know that anything you throw my way, I can do it. If you want me to be commercial, I could be commercial. If
Yeah,
if you want a certain genre, I can do that. And that was my whole introduction and letting people know that hey, whatever they throw at me, I'm gonna be able to do it, but I'm gonna be able to do it my way, and you're gonna see that. And so,
totally. Totally. So what's it like working with Gwen?
oh, it was amazing. She's definitely laid back but passionate about what she does. So and you could feel that. You could feel that energy in the room when it's definitely hitting you and right there in the face with you, and you seeing this celebrity, this amazing judge, and just an amazing soul at the same time. The work ethic that we put in, it was amazing.
Definitely. So I have two words for you.
Hmm.
Celine Dion.
Yeah,
So
Celine messed me up, man. She messed me
yeah.
up. That she
So for
messed me
those
up.
people that don't know, JChosen met Celine Dion because she was on The Voice. You were speechless. Like you look like you saw a ghost. You were like stopped in your tracks
Yeah, it was
to
because
that.
that's an icon that
Yeah, of course.
that I grew up listening to. I grew up like watching the videos, watching the journey, and then the powerful voice, like the vocals that comes out of this little lady, and so to first of all, that was a surprise for one. And when walking in, they said, "Oh, we got surprise, judges or surprise people that's coming to like mentors and helping you and stuff." And
Yeah.
we really didn't know until we walked in there, and I was just like, no way that I'm meeting Celine Dion and actually have a picture with Celine Dion, and and that was man, that's something that you can only feel. I know people see it, but feeling it is totally different.
Yeah, she seems so cool. Like she
Uh,
seems so down to earth, but then when
yeah,
she's like this regal presence, and she's like untouchable. But like
yeah.
in her interaction with you, I was like, oh my gosh, she seems like someone you could just be chilling with, and like you could
Oh
talk to her.
yeah, definitely. Just the energy that she brought in the room, and she's so reserved at the same time, but outgoing, and it's amazing because you see this little lady, she's so she's here with it, and all of a sudden when she opened up her mouth and explaining music, and man, you see the passion go straight through the roof. You see it,
Mhm.
you see it, feel it, everything.
Yeah. What's something that surprised you about your time on The Voice?
Um, I guess that the surprise was the actual making it to the voice, because through the whole audition process, I was like, I see. I was very nonchalant. I wasn't really confident in it, and I was like, well, this would show if you this type of singer, that type of singer. So that's what I was putting in my head. So that was the meat of it. I was like, oh man, like I wonder if I could actually stand toe to toe with these type of singers.
Definitely.
And so and to make it as far as I did, I was so happy and proud of that.
Yeah. And like before, like I said, the four-chair turn, there's
Yeah,
very few people on The Voice that get four-chair turns. Like
yeah,
some people, oh my God, one person turned around. I'm happy one person turned around. But
yeah,
you have your pick of judges. Like four amazing celebrities said, JChosen, you are the one. Come to my team.
yeah. That was shocking. Like from where I'm from, you don't see that a lot, and
Yeah.
to witness that and to feel that was it was pretty much how people say it's a dream come true. That was really that was like wow. That was like it felt like a dream. Like
Yeah.
even afterwards, getting off the stage, I was like, wow, like that just didn't happen. Like, nah, it's too good to be true. And that's the feeling that it was.
Yeah. And I feel like if you're up there, you like black out because you're singing and then you see a face and then you see another face and you're like, whoa, wait, what's going on? I still have to
Yeah.
compose.
I still have to control myself and sing. And I think that was the toughest part about that performance. Like really channeling in and like, okay, focus up, get it done. You can celebrate later type thing. And the practice paid off of that.
Hmm. What's your favorite song to perform and why?
Man, honestly, people, my favorite song to perform, cover or just any song,
Any song.
any song. Um, I wrote this song called "You the One," and
Hmm.
I like it because it's an upbeat tempos type song, and
Yeah.
it feels real nice, and it's so laid back, and I think it's one of those things like you talking to a girl and you trying to get your Mac on type thing, and it just feels so natural. It feel like a conversation I'm trying to have, like to pick up somebody, so it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Who would you most like to collaborate with and why?
Oh man, well, my all-time favorite would have to be the artist by the name of Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's one of I could say that's one of my favorite artists,
Yeah.
male vocalists of all times for me,
Uh-huh.
because he reminds me of the passion that I bring to, and just the sound, the
Hmm.
quality of his sound is it's like wow. Like you really when you hear someone, you're like, wow, man, like that's smooth. And that's what I go for with my artistry. Like if I can give you something real nice, if I can give you something settled and
Hmm.
it's smooth, and that's what I want to give people.
Yeah. Yeah. He's such an
Yeah.
incredible artist.
Oh yeah. And the vocals are like, man,
Yeah.
and then it doesn't get the recognition that it should have got.
I know. I completely agree with you.
Yeah. But that's how the game goes.
Definitely. What song do you wish you wrote and why?
Oh man, the song I wish I would have wrote, like, oh my goodness, that's a good one. Song I wish I would have wrote. I would say this is gonna be funny. I wish I would have wrote "Achy Breaky Heart." I wish I would have wrote that because it is so simple. It's
Yeah.
so simple that people looked at it as a is that really a song? Okay, and it's like he took it and ran with it, and it picked up so much speed, and it was like wow, like you're gonna always be remembered for "Achy Breaky Heart."
Exactly.
And that's something that I would love. I would love to even have even now. Just something that just lasts forever. Timeless music. Like when people hear "Achy Break Your Heart," I don't care what nobody say. Everybody knows that song.
We do. But honestly,
Everybody knows that song.
before you said that, I'm trying to think the last time I ever even heard that song or like talked about it in conversation with someone.
But everybody knows it. Like if you don't
No.
know anything else, you know the chorus, "Achy Break Your Heart." I don't care what nobody say. Like, oh man, you heard that song, "Achy Break Your Heart." Like, uh Billy Ray, like, yes, that's the guy. So
It's
when
definitely guy.
I wish I would have wrote that song because man, he's still living out that song.
Yeah. Let's talk about your song "So Blown Away." What was the
Mhm.
intention behind that song?
Oh man, actually, that was written by a group of talented people. Oh my goodness, like the songwriting team behind that was. There's so many people to name, so I'm just gonna say the songwriters that's in the Chanel Red camp. And when I tell you, it was like one of those songs that is those memorable songs
Yeah.
because the lyrics that's going in it, like it's heartfelt. It's heartfelt and it talks real life.
Yeah.
You know, when you have someone when you have someone or anything like that and they blow you away, it gives you that type of vibe. Even if you don't have it, it makes you like, oh man, I want that. Or
Yeah.
but hey, I can feel that. But the the ultimate, I would say, conclusion or definition of "So Blown Away" is love is love. You find love different shapes and sizes and different people. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Talk to us about what's next. Do you have any live streams coming, shows, EPs, singles, collaborations?
Oh,
Talk.
man. It's a lot of it's a handful of things coming up. I'm doing a couple of TV shows. I'm
Oh,
getting into acting, so that's going to be pretty cool. I have one that just released a short film movie that was produced and wrote by Chanel Red as well, and
mhm.
it's called Pressure. I played the leading guy Ace, and it was pretty cool. And then TV shows like YouTube TV shows and oh man, I even got a couple shows that are coming up this summer and the following in November. So like it's the schedule has really picked up,
Yeah.
and so I definitely with working on music at the same time.
Hmm. And your album, you're working on that as well?
Oh, I'm always working on it because I'm always working on it. I'm definitely always working on it because I'm constantly working on music because to me, as soon as I do a song, it gets old to me.
Really?
Like I do, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I would do a song and it'll get old to me, and I don't want to hear it. I just kind of like, I, yeah. And what I do is I just have it like listed. It's like listed of like either finished, halfway finished, because I like coming back and forth to my music because times times change it. It changes over time, and so I feel like that's another way that I have an advantage on a lot of people as well too. And
Hmm.
but we definitely working on music and releasing some music very soon.
Awesome. I like what you said about doing a song and then coming back to it because, right, you could be doing a song today and then you're like, oh
Yeah,
no, let it sit for 2 weeks and come back to it, and then you have a fresh perspective. And you're like,
yep,
okay, do I sounds or do I want to change it up?
yep,
Yeah.
yep. That's exactly how I flow because I did a song like that, and I came back months later because it was like, well, hey, it's the timing.
Yeah.
And sometimes you could put yourself in the funk because how a song sounds.
Right.
Like like I could be happy or just uplifted, and then I listen to a song or listen to a track, and I'm like, oh man, that just kind of put me in that mode. And that's what I tell people. I say, well, my music is almost like we go on a roller coaster ride. If I gave you 5 straight songs right now, your emotions would do this because it's like, oh man, you got me hype here, but man, like, oh, you got me low here, and so it's amazing to feel that and to see people react to that.
Mm-hmm. Best advice you've ever been given?
When I was on The Voice, just pretty much, it was basically taught to me that live now because you don't know how it's going to be later. Walk into your moment and don't be afraid to walk into your moment because the feeling may be a little shaky because you're getting so much at one time, but it's like walk into your moment, and do it proudly. That's just like how you are who you are.
Yeah.
Nobody can do what you do.
Exactly.
And how you do it. And so therefore you walk into that proudly and knowing, walk with your head up, say, okay, yeah, I know there's other singers out there, but hey, this is how I do it. This is my version of the best version of me. And that's what I love about myself. And so, but that was like the best advice that I could ever receive because it helps you not only mentally, but, emotionally too, because some people could get down on themselves about something or not feel good enough. And it's like, but hey, if you're different, be different, be the best different that you can be.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, make people like what you like, make people like your music. And how you do that, you master your sound, you master you. To be like, well, hey, I probably wouldn't have played that, but how he sung it or how she sung it, I like it.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell people don't be afraid to be different, because different may be your lane.
Yeah. Like you have to follow your truth because all those people on The Voice, all these people on American Idol, like they just had the American Idol season finale last night. They were all completely people, and they all had something to bring to the table. And obviously, so many people try out for these shows, and the of you guys get as far as you do is because you are different. So like walk in, keep doing what you're doing, and don't let anybody tell you, oh, you got to do this or this. Like just be truthful to yourself and your artistry.
Definitely. I definitely agree with you.
Yeah. What's the best advice you would give to other musicians during this quarantine?
Basically, don't give up on you because the dream is in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So don't give up on you and your passion because, you had a couple roadblocks. It's just like being in school.
Right.
You going to school to learn. So guess what? That means a lot of things you're not going to know. A lot of things you're going to have to actually learn. And if there's something that you're passionate about, you would sit there as a student and learn it. And put it, and put it forth, put it into you. That's just like if you read if you read the dictionary and you want to say, okay, well, I want my vocabulary to be better. You read a dictionary, and guess what? You study it, and guess what? After a while, your vocabulary, you saying these big gigantic words every sentence, and it just becomes a part of you. So stay true to you and walk into your magic.
I love that. So tell everybody who's watching right now how they can find you. Plug all of your social media channels.
Oh man, I have my fan page that on here. It's also called the official JChosen, and my main page is JChosen Music, and that's all here on IG. And you can follow me also on my fan page on Facebook as JChosen, and you can definitely follow me on Twitter as JChosen Music as well. And music is on all platforms, so go get it.
So, how can people watching this right now support you as a musician?
uh, just just continue to follow the journey, and just because I have so much more that people don't understand that is actually coming and that's in the making right now. So I would definitely tell people to get on now, because once the train start really, really picking up, it's going to be hard to even like reach back out to people that I do now. Like I try to reach back out to people that either comment or like the just try to engage with the people more.
Right.
But things really about to pick up, and I love the engagement that I have with fans and people that I know personally, and music friends and all of that.
Yeah. You see your career in 5 years?
5 years, I see JChosen name on billboards. I feel like it would be either music or it'll be in acting, because
Yeah.
I feel that both will give me that type of leverage, and now I slick like acting, and so that's actually something else that I could work on, my emotions and face expressions and just my art of becoming an actor. And so I definitely see that I would be way bigger than what people feel that I am now.
I love that. That's so awesome. So lots of good things to come for JChosen. So that's all
Definitely.
I have for you this evening. But you're gonna do a little song for us. Two songs.
Two songs? All
Two
right.
songs. So take it
Well,
away.
take it away. Okay. We definitely will. Excuse me, I had my little cough drop. We definitely, let's see if you can hear this. You hear that?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Ooh, baby, I'm a hot just like an oven, and I need some loving. No, no, no. 'Cause when I get that feeling, I want a sexual healing, sexual healing. Oh, baby, makes me feel so fine. Helps to relieve my mind. Yeah. Oh, sexual healing is good for me. Sexual healing is something that's good for me. Whatever blue teardrops are falling, and my emotional stability is leaving me. There is something I can do. I can get on the telephone and call you a baby, and you're my medicine. Just open and me in. Darling, you're so great. I can't wait for you to operate, baby. 'Cause when I get that feeling, it's sexual, it's sexual, sexual. Healing, it's good for me, sexual. Healing is something that's good for me. So that's one of them. It's,
Awesome.
and this next one is actually the single that I have out now, So Blown Away. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Here we go. There we go. Some people search their whole life trying to find someone. Mm, that special someone. See, could be right in front of you. Yeah. But then it hits you like a cold storm, taking over you. 'Cause love has a way of doing what it do. Chills you running down your spine. Got you thinking about it all the time. See, I know this time around, love is a different feel for me. I'm so blown away. I'm so blown away by your love. I'm so blown away, yeah. Yeah. And in your eyes, I see my future. Mm. It's like I'm looking at a crystal ball. But this right here ain't make believe. I know you were God made for me. Yeah. And even when we don't see eye to eye, or when I make another mistake, just know that I love you. And it will be that way until my dying day. I'm so blown away. I'm so blown away by your love, girl. I'm so blown away. Hey, in the morning, noon, and night, she's all I ever need, yeah. Even when she's away from me, I can still smell her sweet fragrance, a smile over me. I can't even imagine how love could be without her. Yeah, with me, I'm so blown away. Yeah. By your pretty face and your smile and your body, baby. Yeah, yeah, I'm blown away. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so blown away. Yeah. Oh, oh, I'm so blown away. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's
Thank
so
you.
blown away. We were blown
Yeah,
away.
definitely. I
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
the comments. We see them. So if anybody in the chat has questions for JChosen, feel free to put them in the comment section below.
Definitely.
Guys, finding my purpose. Who else is in here? Colette's in here. Elise is in here.
Yeah.
V's. Okay, just wanted to shout you guys out while you're in here.
Thank you for everybody that's actually came in and
Yes, thank you for your support. What instrument would you like to learn?
the bass. The
Mm,
bass guitar. Yeah. Because
cool.
I feel like since I'm a baritone and singing, I feel like I do a lot of my like the style of my vocals. I feel like it mimics a bass guitar,
Yeah.
and I love it.
Oh, yeah.
So,
So funky and cool. I can definitely see that.
yeah. Definitely.
Where would you like to travel after COVID?
I would definitely like to go to Paris.
Oh, have you been before?
Never been. So yeah, I
Yes,
would definitely want to go.
yes, yes. What's your favorite music venue?
Oh, my favorite music venue. Oh man. Um, I can't say I guess I would need examples of music venues that I guess, just been to, But a favorite music venue, I can't say I actually have one. But I don't know, I'm weird, man. I'm weird.
It's okay. What artist would you like to write for?
Oh man, I would like to write for I would think I would like to do something for Bruno Mars.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
I think that'll be really cool. Yeah.
What most powerful form of entertainment during the COVID time for artists?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
What do you think is the most powerful form of entertainment during the COVID for artists?
Social media, I guess you just take the platform that you're giving pretty much for free and
Yeah,
use it to your advantage. And I guess just continue to try to, push and push and push and sell yourself because if you can sell yourself to the world, you pretty much self-made, And so
yeah,
you won't need a label or you won't need certain people to cross certain bridges.
yeah. I, yeah, I think with Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, there's so
Yeah,
many to talk to. Not
yeah,
even now, but maybe 5 or 6 years ago, they were pushing themselves on YouTube,
yeah,
on TikTok. So it's kind of like, yeah, social media and what you do with it because, right? Like
yeah.
you're in Georgia, right? Right now? You're
Jersey.
you're in Jersey. Okay, you're in
Yeah,
Jersey, New York. Like, how would we do this if it wasn't for COVID and social media? Like that's the cool thing about Instagram
yeah,
is it connect you with people from all over the place.
yeah.
And
And
sometimes
it, and it, and it's actually cool because now you could do interviews and don't
exactly
have to actually travel to the place. So it
right.
works on both sides. So it's pros and cons to it. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like obviously you want to be in the same room with people, and hopefully we
Yeah.
can soon. But different parts of the country are seeing different things. So hopefully things will come back to normal relatively soon.
Yes. Yes.
Who would you like to collab with?
Um, I know earlier I would definitely like to collab with Joe.
Yeah.
And on the rapper side, I would definitely like to collab with the baby. I think that'd be
Oh,
I think
nice.
that'd be a totally twist for people to
Yeah.
actually hear that. So I think that'd be really cool.
I
Because
think that
I actually I like his style. I like his his versatility and how he actually write and just his artistry too.
yeah. What is your next song going to be about?
Um I think my next song, because I have it in my head because I play it all the time. So I already have it. I think my next song is gonna be about, something cute, that and what I mean by that, like I want to do like a dance hall, something that people can
Cool.
actually dance to. And so just to give a different vibe and almost like take it to the Caribbeans, just something very light. Like when you hear it, it's just oh man, that's cool. And so but I definitely want to be about just having fun, and living life and having fun and having someone to enjoy with. So I think that is what it's gonna be about.
Very cool. What is your favorite social media platform to use?
Right now, definitely it would is Instagram because I'm getting into TikTok, and
Yeah.
it's like I'm gonna use both the platforms that I get on both. But right now, Instagram is my number one.
Yeah. But the cool thing about musicians on TikTok is you can literally just sing like 10 or 15 seconds of any song and then it could go viral. And you don't know which of those videos is going to hit.
You're right.
Yeah, that's the cool thing with
You're right.
music. You just have
That's real cool.
you have
Yeah.
so much music you could put out there on TikTok because people are doing some crazy things on TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. A whole lot of crazy things. And you like, oh man, like that caught. And it catch a wave and it just go and it go viral.
I know, like that guy who was drinking ocean spray singing Fleetwood Mac and he was skateboarding. And it's like, what?
Yes. 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 Like that. And you sit there and like, wow.
Yeah. He doesn't even
Wow.
he does not even sing. He was just skateboarding. He was just drinking.
He just skateboarded. Yeah. Yeah. And went viral and now sponsored.
No, that's like
It happens just like that.
yeah. How do you start your creative process of writing?
Um, I just go through a couple of tracks and whatever sticks out to me at that time, I just kind of listen to it and listen to it and listen to it and listen to it and just kind of just vibe with the track. And if it feels good, I kind of just stick with it.
Yeah.
And that's when I just hit record and just whatever comes out, I just kind of flow with.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on playlisting for artists?
Uh, Playlisting for artists, I feel like there's pros and cons to it because I feel like with playlisting, it does get your music out there and it
Yeah.
does like, and I feel like nowadays it's like something is better than nothing
Right.
because somebody will hear you somewhere. So it's like, it could work out for you good. And then at the same time, if you're one of those artists that like to hold your music, because you feel like you want to put it on a bigger platform or whatever, you want to come out on a different platform. It's like, you have to really, think about that because it's like either you're going to hold the material and because what you think may be hot may not be hot to other people.
Yeah.
And so, oh man, I'm gonna hold this one because this is going to be my money maker.
Yeah.
No, the people choose that. You don't choose that. And so, it's a whole process to it, that's what it is. And I think it'll do more help than bad.
Right. Okay, this is a very interesting question. What's your
Mhm.
language, and does that play a part in your creative process?
Love language. I mean, it does. I mean, the love language, you can't have too many things without love,
Yeah.
and are you caring about something? And so when it comes down to the creativity of music, you coming from somewhere, a hurt place, a happy place. So it is definitely the love language is I kind of put that in my music anyway, like the love language of what I want to actually talk about, and vent about, or
Mhm.
just say something, like I was listening to the song because I got high one day,
Yeah.
one of the old songs, and I'm like, that made it. You know what I'm saying? I said something simple and maybe silly to us, but they actually put this song out and it
It,
happened, it happened. So it's like, and so I made a song called Fritos just to see if it was just to see if it would stick, and so but I feel like everything plays a part because I feel like and who does it the best of like really capturing people's Mary J. Blige with her
yeah.
with her story and when anybody that listens to her, they feel it. They feel it.
Def Definitely. I saw her live probably like 5 or 6 years ago. I was completely blown away. Like, because you see her
Yeah.
on TV, you do interviews and stuff, but like being in the same room with her and that voice, I was like, it was absolutely magical. Like, it's a feeling I couldn't even describe. She is so incredible as an artist.
Yeah, I totally agree.
What are your thoughts on the way platforms compensate artists?
I feel like when it comes to that, they looking at it. I feel like they looking at it like, well, hey, we gave you the platform for free,
Yeah.
so anything for free, it's gonna come with something. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, like they say, one hand washes the other, and sometimes you don't let your right hand know what your left hand doing, type thing.
Yeah.
But that's how the game goes. It's like That's just like if I can make you famous, I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah.
And rather you pay me, if you don't pay me, I'm doing it for free. So it's like, how am I going to get compensated once you blow up?
Yeah.
Because I can make you. So it's like, you have to definitely look at the fine print of these platforms. It's like, well, hey, how you want your publishing to be, and this, this, that, and the third. And so people just have to really figure out what's going to be the best move for them when it comes down to different platforms.
Definitely, because there's so many out there, and it's
So many,
like
and especially when you want to get on iTunes, when you're going to want to get on the Apple Music and all these things, Pandora and all this. Like, so they giving you the platform that, well, hey, this would be, if you do this, we got this. So it's like tit for tat. You
yeah,
gotta, and then what it is, if you want them to bend, you got to be able to bend too.
right.
That's just how the game goes.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like you just got to put yourself everywhere because you don't know what's
You
gonna.
never know.
You don't know.
You never know. And so that's why I tell people, I said, when it comes down to me and what I have to do and what I believe in and my artistry and stuff, I say, I try not to, honestly, I try not to turn too many things down because I always have it in the back of my head, like, I don't know who's going to see. I don't know who's going to
Yeah,
be watching. I don't know who's going to be related to someone and be like, well, hey, I need you to check this guy out. Or, hey, I need you to check this artist out, because people are not really understanding where this guy or where this person could go. And so I tell people all the time, I say, listen, I can't I can't be the person, the artist that I want to be if I close a lot of doors for myself.
I completely agree with that. Yeah, because you just never know where they're gonna come about, and like,
Yeah,
oh, it says, hey, you want to do a collab, and you're like, okay, I kind of don't know this person, but I maybe they know somebody who could help me.
exactly. Exactly. And I tell people that all the time. I say, and I know people always say, well, all money ain't good money and all this ain't that. But it's like, okay, well, how would you know if you don't take a chance?
You don't know. It's kind of just you have to put yourself out there and just do things and be like, okay,
Yeah. And that's just the name of the game, because people's like, oh man, well, I don't want to get messed over and this, that, and that. I was like, in this game, you're gonna get messed over.
yeah,
It's
unfortunately,
just it's just when just the timing of it, when it's gonna happen.
yeah,
Because you could be going strong for 2-3 years, but when is it gonna happen?
right.
When is it gonna like slow and be BS at one point? Because now things are starting to turn and change, and people starting to change around you as well, because now they feel like they feel like you should be obligated.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So, do you have any final words for the room, JChosen?
Oh man, thank you guys for tuning in, and I agree with my partner that just said great show. I agree that this was an amazing interview. Thank you so much, and thank
Oh,
you guys for tuning in.
thank you, thank you. Yeah, this was so much fun. So, guys, if you
Yeah,
don't, please make sure to follow JChosen. He has a lot of good stuff coming up.
yeah.
Music, you got a lot of acting things going on. Do you have any live shows coming up?
Yeah, I have a few live shows coming up because I'm doing a couple shows in the tri-state area,
Cool.
Pennsylvania area. So I have a couple shows coming up. Actually, I have one coming up in PA that's um, um, on the 29th. And so it's,
May
yeah,
20th,
so May 29th, yes.
May 20th, like a couple days away.
Yeah, it's like the next week, right? Oh no, this weekend. This weekend. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's like Memorial Day
Yeah,
weekend.
I know.
So I
So
meant
yeah.
May. I'm
So
still in
yeah,
March.
I try to put my hands in a lot of pots or whatnot. So we got this band, and we going out to just, what I'm saying, show people what we got. And so I can't wait. It's like a wedding that's going on, and country club. So we doing it all.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So I tell people, I said, whatever you need, I got it.
Guys, if you need music, if you have something going on,
Definitely.
music, Jay chose
Definitely.
good stuff. Well,
Definitely.
thank you so much for agreeing to be on my show. I had such an incredible time with you, and thank you for sharing your music. Guys,
Definitely.
please follow Jay Chosen. And if you don't already, please make sure to follow me. I'm Ashley Live. This is Vibin with Ashley Live. And thank you guys for hanging with us
Thank
tonight.
you. All
Have a
right. All right, you too. Thank you.
Bye bye.